Oh, yeah, morning. Had a late night last night where I was doing legs at the gym, and in between sets I was opening up YouTube and looking at stuff, and for some reason like several scenes from Endgame were popping up, and I was like, well, these are really high quality and don't have Chinese subtitles. That means it's somehow released somewhere. Apparently it wasn't on Amazon.
No, it was on Amazon. We have Amazon DE because we aren't in the US, and we need a German address to stream from Amazon DE now.
Oh, that's what for some reason I think that Amazon Prime is Amazon Prime US, not DE. For some reason, because while DE would have Prime, we load up everything in English.
Yeah.
So we would be...
Something changed recently, and I don't know what. But it's... Yeah, Amazon's kind of screwy with internationalization.
Well, I mean, technically so is Netflix, but they at least have one global system that they change on the inside. Weirdly. Like, you didn't have to change anything for Netflix, right?
Right.
Yeah, we just sort of like, we're logging into Europe network, and the PlayStation's like, oh, okay, here's your things that you can't see, and here's your things you can see.
Yeah, and that's not what Amazon does. Amazon doesn't even recognize that you're the same person when you log into DE versus US.
Ew. All the construction recently is making me kind of think, you know, didn't we have a season for this? Didn't we have a construction season? Wasn't there like, I mean, to be fair, it's the Netherlands, so everything's raining. But it reminds me of someone at practice, because we're still not on the main field, because the gist I got from all that is that during our off season, they went to go reseed it, but they just sort of, and like threw grass seeds down and waited for stuff to happen. But there was kind of a heat wave we had for a little while, and they didn't fully water it. And so the grass kind of died, and now they're redoing it in like October. And I'm like, we had a growing season for this. But yeah. And so since we aren't having Thursday practices, it's sort of like, people are like, oh, I guess it's good we didn't have a preseason game in October, considering we haven't had nearly as many practices. I'm like, that is true. That's very true. Because like, we were supposed to have a Thursday practice when I first got here, but then that got canceled. And so the first practice wound up being the first tryout day. But then after that it was Thursday, Sunday, and then we were off to Groningen. Which was this last weekend, last year, because I'm getting Facebook memories of it. All right, so apparently with the fact that these fields are multi-use, here's 30 yards, there's 40, 50, and then 40 again. Yep. I don't know why I've never seen that before. There's like a community garden on the front, or just pretty flowers. I don't know. I've just never really seen that before on the front of that building. It could be new.
Yeah, it looked kind of new.
Yeah. I guess. Street cleaners back there. I can't hear if a bus is coming around the corner or not, so I'm like peeking in the camera in between us. I don't think any of that triggered on Pokemon, because I was probably trying to log in while I was disconnecting from the Wi-Fi. Arrgh.
And I no longer have the push notification when there's a nearby Pokemon. I no longer have that option.
That was, I think that was baked in. I thought that they were baking it into Adventure Sync.
But you could turn it off, yeah.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure about it. So apparently the Reggies are coming back to 5-star rates for October.
Oh.
Yeah, the following Pokemon will be appearing more often in the wild: Geodude, Magnemite, Swinub, Aeron, and Spheal. So, Rock, Steel, and Ice Pokemon. And this is, the beginning of November. It's a little early. Probably because the Halloween thing's happening like today or tomorrow. We have 2 news pushes, basically.
Yeah.
And the Halloween one starts on Thursday night, so yeah. Benefit, hopefully that golem thing that I'm walking will actually be popping up in the wild. Maybe I'm not walking it anymore. No, I'm walking the gears. So I was like, man, maybe if that golem thing shows up in the wild, I'll actually be able to get candies for it, rather than wait for the rare chance of hatching it in an egg. It's so bad with the 10K sometimes. And it's like, oh, it's rare out of a 10K. And you're like, cool, I'm gonna go ride my bike a lot. And hopefully pop up 10Ks. And get like the 5% out of a 10K that I have a 5% chance of getting out of a Pokestop. Ah! That light was already off. So, yeah, I'm heading off to the store to get steaks and booze and other stuff. I need shampoo and stuff. So, yeah, just gonna say this here real quick. Maybe I should not take the camera with me. It's awkward. Yeah, I'll just leave it here on the stairs. I fell down a rabbit hole about Star Trek Picard fan trailer or fan theories and trailer breakdowns. I'm so glad I get laid, because some of those guys just, oh my god, it's so dumb. Okay, I'm here at the gym. I just got done with the incline press. The back of my shoulder, back here, is a little icky. So I'm gonna do some lightweight exercises, basically that, to see if I can stress it, to see if it hurts, to see where it hurts. Because it's one of those that's in a weird position, and it feels like if I push off that way, it kind of activates it. But as my muscles are starting to be activated right now, because I'm doing chest day, I have to go over to the machines and do back right now. See if I can activate it during that, because it still requires.